by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect. All right. So again, just as the lesson entails, the just shall live by faith. All right. Just I was just cooking, and I realized, wait a minute, I got a lesson in the oven. So I put everything on pause, and then I'm in the kitchen. Now I'm back in the kitchen. I'm back in the lab. So Lord willing, this will be edifying. All right. So this was gonna be a quick hitter. Okay. And Lord willing, it will be edifying. Okay. So it says here in Hebrews 3:12, take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief. So your mind not believing in this truth, because it is truly evil not to believe in the words of Yahweh Hashem El Shai. Okay. Because in a sense, it's as if you're calling the Lord, the power of powers, the Almighty, you're calling him a liar. That's why it is evil to not believe in Yahweh Hashem El Shai. Okay. It says again, in departing from the living power. So again, you separate yourself from the Lord for by not believing in Him. Okay, by calling Yahweh Hashem Yahushai a liar and not believing in Him, you're departing yourself from the Most High. And again, it goes into having pride, because the beginning of pride is when one departed from his Maker. Okay, so and the Lord hates pride, but that's another lesson, man. Okay, the pride is hateful before both the Most High and man. Okay. It says here, but exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened to the deceitfulness of sin. So be blinded by the wiles of the devil. Okay, for we are made partakers of Hamashiach if we hold the beginning of our confidence steadfast unto the end, if we keep the faith unto the end. He that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. The just shall live by faith. It is by our faith that we overcome the world. Okay, by our faith in Yahweh Shai, according to the right doctrine. Okay, according to the truth and according to the spirit. Okay, so it says here in 2 Ezra 15:3, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Why? For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Okay? You will not be delivered. Just as I said, the just shall live by faith, and your unbelief really ultimately leads unto death. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is the brother from the brother Napash, man. Shalom. Yahweh Shem El Shabrakata. GMS Contrition Eski, man. Shalom. The brother, if feel free to drop precepts out there, and Lord willing, I'll get to it. Shalom. So it says here. So again, quick instance. We're gonna go into a quick example of a lack of faith which led unto death. Okay, a lack of faith, a lack of trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because the Lord requires you to believe in Him. The Lord requires you to trust in His words. The Lord requires you to believe that He can save you. Okay. The Lord requires you to have faith, just as Abraham had faith and it was appointed unto him as righteousness. Okay? So it says here in 2 Kings 7:1, then Elisha said, hear ye the words of the Lord. Thus said the Lord, tomorrow. Okay, so this is going into a prophecy. So, and just to give you a background story, at that time there was the kingdom was being besieged by the Assyrians, I believe. So like by the Syrians. Okay, the kingdom of I believe the kingdom was being besieged by the Syrians, and that caused a famine in the land. Okay, so the people were hungry, the people were thirsty. Okay, and then Elisha said, "What? Tomorrow about this time shall a measure of fine flour be sold for a shekel, and 2 measures of barley for a shekel in the gates of Samaria." Okay, so Samaria was being besieged, and I believe that's the northern kingdom. Okay, then it says here, then a Lord, okay, a Lord on whose hand the kings leaned, answered the man of the Most High and said, behold, if the Lord will make windows in heaven, might this thing be? And he said, behold, thou shalt see it with thine own eyes, but thou shalt not eat thereof. So again, you're gonna see what the Lord is gonna do. You're gonna see that the words that Yahweh Shem Shai has been proclaiming through the mouth of his prophets are gonna come to pass, man, even in this time. Okay, we are all going to witness the fact that the Yahweh Shem Shai is a true and faithful. As it says, the Lord is not a man that he shall lie. Okay, shall he say something and not do it? Okay, and it's gonna come to pass. All the words of the Lord are not gonna return unto him void. Okay, so just as that unfaithful, that unbeliever thought that it was impossible for the Lord to provide food in that time of famine. Okay, uh, that's the same way that these people are gonna realize that just as the precept says, Luke 1 and 37, for with the Most High nothing shall be impossible. Okay, because again, you have to remind yourself that in that time there was a famine. They were being surrounded by the enemy, and now Elisha pulls up and says, "Tomorrow you're gonna be good, man." Okay, to them in their mind it was impossible, but the Lord makes impossible possible. Nothing is impossible for the Lord, man. Just as the precept said. Okay. So it says here, back to 2 Kings 7 and verse 6. For the Lord had made the host of the Syrians. So I jumped a bit in the chapter. So it says here, for the Lord had made the host of the Syrians to hear a noise of chariots. Okay, so the Lord caused a spiritual intervention to help the Israelites in that time. Okay, so he fought for the Israelites. He made the enemy flee from before Israel. So, and Israel didn't even have to fight. The Lord fought for them. Okay, so keep reading. It says here, and the noise of horses, even the noise of a great host. And they said one to another, Lo, the king of Israel had hired against us the kings of the Hittites and the kings of the Egyptians to come upon us. Wherefore they rose and fled in the twilight and left their tents and their horses and their asses, even the camp as it was, and fled for their lives. Okay, so they thought that Israel had called for help unto these other nations. Okay, but it was really Yahweh Bashem El Shai that delivered Israel out of the hands of their enemies. And again, this is again another representation to show you how to put your trust in the Lord. He can make miracles come out of no way, man. Okay, they he can make things happen and get you out of a situation. Okay, you have to believe in the time of famine, he will feed you. In the time of distress, he will protect you from the evils. Okay, so again, it says here, and this is pertaining again to the as the brother GMS Contritionist Key got posted, the brother Napash, he, just pertaining to that unfaithful soul, and again, representation of all the unfaithful souls in this day. He said what in Sirach 2 and 13, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, okay, for he believeth not, okay, because again, without faith it is impossible to please the Lord. If you do not believe, you're done, man. That's the first step to being accepted of the Lord, man. You have to believe in him, man. Okay, it says here, for he believe it not, therefore shall he not be defended. The protection comes from the fact that you believe. Okay, you will not be defended if you don't believe. What's the point for the Lord to save you in the end if you do not believe? That would be a waste. Let's say a waste of a miracle. Okay, because you're not gonna glorify him. Okay, let's say you worship. Let's say Jesus, and now the Lord delivers you out of causes a miracle to deliver you. You're gonna turn around and give that glory unto Jesus. But the Lord said, "What? I will not give my glory unto another." Okay. So again, woe unto him that is faint-hearted. Okay, for he believe it not, therefore shall he not be defended. You're not going to be defended in that time for your lack of belief. Okay, and that's why again, like I said before, it is evil. As I read before in Hebrews 3, it says what? An evil heart of unbelief. To not believe in Yahweh Bashem El Shai, to not have faith in the Lord, that is evil, man. Okay. So going back to 2 Kings 7 and 10. So they came and called upon the porters of the city, and they told them. So that goes into the lepers. Okay, the lepers ended up going to the tent, and they ended up seeing all the victuals and all the provision that was in the midst, and then they thought to themselves, yo, we can't just keep that to ourselves. Our people are suffering. Let's tell them what's going on, man. Let's tell them what the Lord has done for us, man. What great victory the Lord has brought for Israel. Okay, so they came and called unto the porters of the city and told them, saying, we came to the camp of the Syrians, and behold, there was no man there, neither the voice of a man, but horse tides, asses tides, and tents as they were. Verse 11, And he called the porter, and they told it to the king's in the king's house within. Okay, and they took therefore two chariot horses, and the king sent after the host of the Syrians, saying, "Go and see." So go see if it's true or not. And they went after them into Jordan, and lo, all the way was full of garments, vessel which the Syrians had cast away in their haste. And the messengers returned and told the king. Okay, verse 16. And the people went out and spoiled the tent of the Syrian. So a measure of fine flour was sold for a shekel, and 2 measures of barley for a shekel. Okay, according to the words of the Lord, according to what the Lord had promised. Okay, because again, the Lord has said, and he not do. The Lord is not a man that he shall lie. The words of the Lord shall not return unto him void, and that's why you should take heed unto the words of the Lord spoken by the prophets. That's why you shouldn't take lightly the message that we're bringing forth, man. Telling our people to repent and get right with the Lord, because there's a punishment coming for those who are unbelieving. Just as I said, that the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Okay. It says here, Matthew 13 and 51 from the brother Napash, GMS contrition is key, ga. And they were offended in him. But Yahushua said unto them, a prophet is not without honor, save in his own country and in his own house. So just as Elijah was disrespected by that Lord for that lack of faith, okay, even us were being disrespected when we go out there in the highways and byways, especially by our own people, okay? Because now because first off, we go against the curb, and just the fact that to them, they've been abased, they've been beaten down so much, they've been in Babylon so long. Okay, they've been under the oppression, under the thumb of Esau Edom for so long. They don't perceive that they are that great people that we speak of. They suffer of low self-esteem, and also what's it called, that syndrome, that Parkinson, no, not Parkinson, that when you love your oppressor, when you love your captor, when you regardless, it's gonna come back to me. But ultimately, our people suffer from lack of self-esteem. Okay, we're telling them that you are the people that the Lord is coming back to deliver you, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Lord is coming to deliver you. You guys are the people of the Bible, the greatest people above all these other nations, man. All you have to do is get back with the Lord, get right with your mind. It's like again back, repent and turn back to the Lord, and He will fight for you, just as He did in those times. Okay, but our people will not hearken. Okay, and that's why they're going to be destroyed on this side, if for those that do not believe. Okay, and it says here, back to Matthew's 13 and 58, and he did not many mighty works because it's like, and he did not many mighty works there because of their unbelief. Okay, oh, here it goes, Stockholm syndrome, Tawada Akia. What was I saying? Parkinson's, Stockholm syndrome. So basically, they love the ways of Babylon, and they love the ways of having Esau over them. Okay, so they can't even perceive. To them, when we tell them that you're gonna be in rulership, you're gonna be on top, and Esau Edom is gonna be at the bottom of the totem pole, they don't perceive it, they don't understand it, man. To them, it's complete folly. Just as it says, the word of the Most High is preached unto them of folly, but unto us is the power of salvation. Okay, unto those that believe. Again, you must believe for it to have effect, to produce fruit. It must have faith. Okay, as it says, the word was preached unto us, but also unto them. But to them, it did not produce fruit because it was not mixed with faith. Without faith, it is impossible to please the Lord. Okay, so again, pertaining to the words of prophecy, back to 2 Kings 7, just as Elijah said in the first verse, the prophecy came to pass the next day. Okay, so it says here, and it came to pass as the man of the Most High had spoken to the king, saying, 2 measures of barley for a shekel, and a measure of fine flour for a shekel shall be tomorrow about this time in the gates of Samaria. And the Lord answered the man of the Most High, and said, Now behold, if the Most High should make windows in heaven, might such a thing be? And he said, Behold, thou shalt see it with thine eye, but thou shalt not eat thereof. Okay, so again, it's saying the story, saying the first few verses again, okay, because that's the scriptures. It's sometimes you have to repeat yourself to make a point. Basically, that's it. To make a point, you must repeat yourself. Okay, so it says. So what did it say? So like, so basically, Isaiah was basically saying the same verse again, okay, just to prove you that is how it's detrimental to believe. Okay, if you don't believe, you're gonna be destroyed, man. Because again, what did it say? You're gonna see it. What did I like that prophet said to that unfaithful soul? He told them the fact that you don't believe, you're gonna see everything that the Lord is gonna do. You're gonna see the victory, but you're not gonna be partaker of it. Okay, so then it says what? And the Lord answered the man of the Most High and said, "Now behold, if the Lord shall make windows in heaven, might such a thing be?" Because he thought all these things were gonna fall from heaven, but in a sense it did, because the Lord defended Israel and made all these things come to pass. Okay, the Lord fed Israel out of a way that they did not thought for, man. Okay, and it says here, if the Lord would make windows in heaven, might such a thing be? Okay, so in a sense, he was putting the Lord in a box, which is something that you should never do. The Lord can do anything. Okay, and he said, "Behold, thou shalt see it with thine eyes, but shalt not eat thereof." And so it fell out unto him, for the people trod upon him in the gates, and he died. So just the fact that the king placed him, it's a beautiful story, man. The Lord is not something to is not someone to be mocked. Okay, the Lord is a great power, terrible power to be feared. Okay, the King of Kings. Okay, so the king of Israel had placed that Lord, that unfaithful Lord, at the gates. And what happened? The people were so excited to have that food in front of them. They trampled him, man. They killed him, man. Okay, they ran over him, man. They ran over him, man. And just as it says in Second Ezra, just as it says in Second Ezra 16, and let me bring that out real quick. Second Ezra 16 and 79. What does it say? And they that consent unto them, meaning the enemies, meaning bowing down to this wicked system, taking the MOTB, okay, or just basically turning their backs on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, okay, because again that goes into having a lack of faith. So you don't believe in the Lord, but you believe in the system, okay. So and it says what? And they that consented unto them shall be had in derision and in a reproach and trodden underfoot. So again, just as that unfaithful soul ended up being trampled by the masses, okay, the same way that these people are going to be destroyed for their lack of faith, okay, in this time, okay, in this time, these people are gonna regret not putting their trust in the Lord, okay, because first off, the plagues are going to be sent, and afterwards, there's the illnesses that come from taking the MOTB, okay, the cancers, they're gonna fall upon you, okay, the plagues, the pestilence that's going to occur for those that partake into that wicked sin. Okay, so back to let me see. Back to so again that unfaithful man died in his unfaithfulness. Okay, so it says here. Let me see. So like yeah. So it says here. John 3 and 18, he that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he had not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. Verse 36, he that believeth on the Son hath everlasting life, and he that believeth not on the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of the Most High abideth on him. So just as that unfaithful soul, the wrath of the Lord abided on him. Okay, he ended up seeing the salvation that he ended up seeing the works of the Lord, but he ended up not being a partaker of it because he did not believe from the start. Okay, and again, just to close, it says here in Isaiah 59 and 1, behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened that it cannot save, neither his ear heavy that it cannot hear. Okay, so you have to put that in perspective. The Lord can take you out of any situation. The Lord can deliver you out of anything, man. Financially, problems with the family, problems with the car, the cases, or this and that, lack of food. Okay, not knowing if you're gonna be able to pay your rent. Those are light things, man. It says it is an easy thing for the Lord to make a poor man rich. Okay, all these things, man, all our worries. Just remember that it's not worthy to be compared with the glory that we're gonna have, man. All these things is vain, just because the Lord can easily take the same way that the Lord put us in a jam, He can take us out and exalt us even greater. Remember just Lot. Okay, remember just Lot. Remember Job. Okay, how his end was greater than his beginning. Right, but it all started with them, with these great men having faith in the Lord and not forsaking Him, not putting trusting in their own ways. First thought, first and foremost, they put their trust in the Lord, and then they moved. Okay, the Lord directed their ways aright, and they trusted in the Spirit. They trusted in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to guide their ways aright. And just as it says, the Lord is the guide of them that keep His commandments. So if you do what is pleasing unto the Lord, the Lord will bring you to the right place. The Lord will direct you. And even in tribulation, you keep your faith, you keep pushing, you endure, and the Lord will take you out of that, man. The Lord will not tempt us more than we can bear. And again, all these temptations ultimately for to test our faith. It's a trial of our faith, man. As I did a lesson before, then you have to be able to overcome the vexation. Okay, you have to be able to overcome the stumbling blocks that are set before you, so that you can become a stronger version of yourself in Hamashiach. Okay, so again, trust in the Lord and keep fighting, man. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. All right, I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachak, Wadash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles, the elder bishops. Double honors to salutation, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect. Tawada for the precepts. Let me see if I didn't miss anything. Okay. So yeah, tawada for you brothers and sisters in the on the comment board. But it's basically brother Napash. Shalom. Lord willing, I'll see you at camp, brother. Yeah. Shalom. Yep. Call halalam Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. Until next lesson, Lord willing, this was edifying. Yahweh Bashem Yahshai Barakatah. Until you brothers and sisters. Keep pushing, keep fighting, keep trusting in the Lord. Okay. Until next lesson, Shalom.